Welcome back for another video. And if you're new to the channel, check out my playlists. I do reviews on, or have done reviews on video games, electronics, really focusing on doing collection videos like these. And in this video I'm going to do an update on my flashcard collection and one cheat device, which is the Action Replay for the Sega Saturn. You can still buy these brand new from Amazon, eBay, and other online retailers. These are the real deal. But we'll get into the reason I'm making this video. Because I decided to buy a better flash cart for my Sega Genesis and analog Mega SG, which this works in it. This is faster than the older model that I bought to save money. But this works just the same as this. Funny enough, the colors actually differ with each flash cart, which I find is very interesting since I'm using the same CRT TV to play these games on. But yeah, this one, the X7 model here, X5, is faster. Just got the red, got it direct from Cricks.com, since Stone Age Gamer just doesn't seem to carry them anymore. And this fits perfectly inside a Sega Genesis or Mega SG. I'm not sure if it fits other clone systems since I don't own those. And it obviously will not work on a Retron 5 machine because that just the way it's set up with software emulation, you have to use the original cartridges or bootleg cartridges, whatever. That's just how it functions. That's how it is. So, yeah, this was a great buy. I got a very good deal on this. I was very happy with my purchase. I still need to load up my Sega 32X games or ROMs on here to check those out. I have to make sure that the memory card can hold that extra data, so to speak. If not, I can buy another card. Anyways, so yeah, this comes highly recommended. The X7 model costs more, and then I think the X7 is the best you can get, but it is very, very pricey. I was not looking to spend a lot of money on this because I don't need all the extra features, save states. That would be nice, but I do use save states in other emulation. Like on Switch, I will save my Sega Genesis games on there, among other games. But yeah, that comes highly recommended. It's official Cricks product. Sticking with Sega Genesis, we'll go with this probably second generation Everdrive. Works pretty well. It is slow in comparison to the newer models. But I got it for, a bargain. And strange enough, it does come in a real Sega Genesis shell. Takes the big memory cards, or no, sorry. Yeah, it'll take your regular size memory cards and SD cards and the micro SD cards. Really not much more to say about this because I've explained it. When you boot these things up, flash cards that come with the menu, you can boot to the last game that you played on the system, and it'll save that in memory. Up to 5 games, maybe 7. That way you have quick access to the last game you played. The higher end models have save states and a clock, and it shows the date and stuff. A lot of different options with these. It's definitely worth it if you're looking for just a solution to play all your favorite games in a convenient way. This is the way to go. We'll go back to, we'll do Super Nintendo, and this does cover I bought obviously separately from this, I believe. But this is, again, an older model of an Super Nintendo Everdrive. It's called the SD2S NES. Now it's the Everdrive, the Power Pack. That is more expensive than this. I think I need to do an update on the firmware in this thing so I can play all the Super FX games, or all the games with the special chips inside of them. This does not play them currently, but I do have original cartridges of those games, so that's not an issue for me right now. But yeah, this one, load up all the Super Nintendo ROMs, hacks, different region games, MS or patches. This one will not play the MSU games, with the CD quality audio, but I do get a taste of that on YouTube. I'll watch people play those and get that out of those. That's fine. I'm not really savvy on how to patch ROMs or marry them within the software that allows you to do that. One day I will do that though, and play some hacks on these flashcards. I do have fan-made cartridges of hacks. Those are very expensive, and I've stopped buying them at this point because at one point I bought one, it just didn't work. It had a voltage issue and could not send it back to the seller. That's a long story, or kind of a long story, and I've gone into it before. But yeah, SC2 SNES, great flash cartridge device. Highly recommend it. The older models are still great. You can save some money, or if you just want the older models, hey, that's nothing wrong with getting them. And the cartridge looks, or the board looks a little different than your typical Super Nintendo cartridge. This looks like a Super Nintendo game, and that's why I got it, because I like that styling. We'll do NES last, and this I bought from Stone Age Gamer, and the next one, Ice Blue Everdrive 64 X7. So this does have save states, and I have utilized that function, and it has a real-time clock, so you can boot into the cartridge, or boot up the cartridge and see the time. I think it only is really useful with what's that game? I can't think. Anyways, yeah, this thing, blazing fast, loads up your game, within a matter of seconds. Again, it has the menu options to where you can play your last, boot up your last play game upon right after getting into the menu system. Very nice, high quality. These are all high quality, high quality. They use high quality plastics. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't, bend under pressure. Pretty solid, nice labels. Highly recommend these devices. I mean, they have saved me a lot of money, and they can save you a lot of money too if you're wanting to go this route. And I decided to do this after the gradual climb of the price in retro games. Just did not want to pay $100 for a game that is very common. Luckily, I bought a lot of the games that I had in my childhood and more before the prices got out of control, and right now they're very much out of control. There's some common games you can buy for a decent deal, but yeah, that doesn't really affect me anymore, and I'm sorry to those that it does. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be an ass. But yeah, this one takes that's the development port. A mini SD card, which I do need to back up. I back up all the games on these because I just don't have the time to download all these games. And in the past, when I did, they have the files have been compressed. So when I go back and play them on a emulator on PC, and this is way back in 2007 or 8 or something, or 9, and you could tell that the files have been compressed because playing them, the game would look unnaturally blocky, like they, yeah, it just didn't look right. So in my Global Gamer Gear NES sleeve, which I have these, and I'm glad I bought them because that company went out of business for some reason, but we have the Everdrive N8 for the NES by Crix and Stone Age Gamer. Got this direct through Stone Age Gamer. Paid quite a bit for it, but in the end, it saved me a lot of money to get to play the rare NES games, Little Samson and Flintstones and all that stuff. Mr. Gimmick. So this version of the NES flash card by Everdrive, I'm sorry, Crix and Stone Age Gamer, does have save states. I have not quite figured out how to utilize those yet, but I'm gonna have to look into that. But plays all the games flawlessly, loads them up quick. Can't really ask for much more in these types of devices. It'll play, the obviously the North American NES ROM set, Japanese, European, hacks. I have not loaded any hacks into any of these flash cards just yet. I'm gonna look into that since I do have a laptop with the latest version of Windows, and it's up to date, of course. But yeah, I love the look of these shells. The ice blue. You can see some of the components inside. There's the SD flash card carriage there. A battery for saves. You can see the some of the components down there. And the name of the actual device is right here on the board. Someday I'll open these up and we can take a look at them, and it looks like it just used regular Phillips screws, smaller ones, but take a look at the back of the other one just right quick. Can't really see it in these. Oh, that's pretty deep. Okay, that's like a hex screw. Interesting they went that route with this. But yeah, just great products. I mean, I don't have the Everdrives for like the PS1 or EOD drives or anything. And then, of course, the flash device inside my GameCube is built in, so I can't really show it. Went and bought another N64. Got a custom case for that. It's just a whole Nintendo 64 in a custom case, so I'll show that when it comes. But here's the Action Replay for the Sega Saturn. This is new stock. I think I still have the box laying around somewheres. But yeah, these are still available on eBay, Amazon, other online retailers. You could probably still find them in the odd mom and pop game shop, brand spanking new. And this is a good way to put cheats into the game and play, Japanese or European games on your Sega Saturn, American NTSC Sega Saturn. And those games play flawlessly. I haven't noticed any glitches or errors or anything like that to that effect. So, yeah, works great. Can't complain at all. I don't have Game Shark anymore. I do still have one for PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1. Yeah, PlayStation 1. And lost the CD over time, and then just gave away the memory card adapter thingy on Craigslist. But yeah, this is all I have as far as cheat devices. It would be cool if they had cheats built into these. I think you can do that with these flash cards. Built-in cheats. You just have to find the codes for them, which are essentially like Game Genie codes or whatever. So yeah. Alright, so we'll bring all these back in. And that is an update on the flash card collection here. So yeah, these devices are great. Save you a lot of time, especially if you're streaming games or playing games on camera. You don't have to switch out cartridges and find them and bring them all out, tearing your game room or room apart. Or trying to find a lost game. Very convenient. Just awesome products. Oops. So thank you very much for watching. Come back for another video coming soon.